So for tonight's video, I wanted to talk about a term called flying monkeys. And this is a fantastic term. Whoever invented this just should win an award. I mean, it's so clever, whoever came up with this. A flying monkey is from the movie The Wizard of Oz, and it's used to describe a person that the narcissist is able to con into thinking that they are the victim and that the narcissist's real victim is actually the bad guy. So a flying monkey is created generally during like the devaluing stage of a narcissistic relationship. In case you didn't know, there's 3 stages of a narcissistic relationship. There's idealize, devalue, and then discard. I don't like the word idealize. I think probably a better word is luring, because they're really just sucking people in. Then the devaluing, so once they have the victim, then the devaluing starts. This can either be done to your face or behind your back, but it's basically a series of insults and put downs. Well, and I guess you know what though? Even if it's done to your face, it's also being done behind your back. Because it's during this devaluing stage that the narcissist is generally lining up their next source of supply, which is the term narcissistic supply refers to their next victim. And you know what? I don't like the word victim. I don't like it. I don't think I'm gonna try really hard not to use it anymore. I am going to use the word target or supply, because that just sounds more accurate, and victim just sounds so powerless. Even though we all are truly victims, I just don't like the word. Okay, so during the devaluing stage, when they're lining up their next source of supply, and a narcissistic supply is any like person, or it can be an object too, that supplies the narcissist, that supplies their ego, and they supply them with food, clothing, sex, shelter, money, attention, status. So supply can be from their spouse or their significant other. It can be from their children. It can be from, a fancy car. It can be from, designer clothes. These kinds of things are all sources of supply. During the devaluing stage, so they're lining up the next source of narcissistic supply. So I'll do an example, okay? So let's say you have a narcissist who's married. And this is, of course, unfortunately very common. So you have a narcissist who's married, and he's lining up his girlfriend. And to line her up, he's telling her all sorts of awful things about the wife. He's telling her, and it's always the same kind of stuff. That's what's so weird too. It tends to be kind of one of the following variations, that whoever they're trying to devalue, the girlfriend or the wife or both, is some form of crazy or bipolar or an addict, an alcoholic, a bad parent, neglectful, or possibly even abusive, like verbally or emotionally abusive to them, or possibly even a narcissist, which is interesting. So it's all not true. They, by and large, are projecting everything that they're doing onto the person that they're trying to devalue. So, but the new victim doesn't know this, right? Like, they just met this person. They think he's probably absolutely charming if he's a covert narcissist. Which those are the kind that come across as charming and humble and all that. They probably think, oh, he's just this fantastic guy, and I'm so fortunate that here's this wonderful man, and how awful, he's tied up with this horrid woman, right? Who's crazy, and she's an alcoholic, and she's also on drugs and spending all his money and neglecting all his children, and he's the victim of her. But not only is he the victim, he's also the hero, because he stayed with her for so long. And so the new source of supply is just so thinking, wow, I'm just going to be so good to him, and we're going to have this amazing connection. We're going to have this amazing relationship. And of course that lasts only for so long, and then she'll go through, unfortunately, the same cycle as well. So she becomes a flying monkey, and because she believes all these terrible things about the wife, right? And so she begins attacking her, and it could be through emails or phone calls or you know, all kinds of communication, and it's really, really mean and hurtful. If I can get a little bit braver, I will share my story down the road about how the second narcissist I dated had turned someone into a flying monkey, and it was just absolutely horrible, and it was really just driving me to the edge, because I didn't know a lot of things about his life, and I wasn't expecting it. So and then flying monkeys can work both ways, right? So then when the narcissist tries to go back to the wife and for whatever reason, you know, maybe it's probably, you know, food, clothing, shelter, sex, public image is a lot of it. So, you know, a lot of narcissists they're involved in the church. They have this whole presentation that they're this really great, you know, like this Christian man. I mean, it's ridiculous. And if you look at any of their actions, like none of their actions line up with any spiritual or religious belief whatsoever, but their words do, but their actions don't. That's how a narcissist works. So they generally go back to the wife, and it's, oh, I'm so sorry, and you know, she threw herself at me, and you know, she is an addict and an alcoholic, and she's crazy, and it's all the things that he was originally telling the new supply source about the old supply source. And so now the wife is like, well, that, you know, crazy alcoholic addict bitch, you know, she stole my man. Well, I'm gonna, you know, attack her. And so then she attacks the other woman. The point of, there's several reasons why narcissists create flying monkeys. It's to protect their public image, right? So, you know, all of a sudden they have become the innocent party in all of this. And it's crazy because you will see these other two people fighting over them, and they are so angry at each other. And meanwhile, all of the heat is off of the narcissist, and it's onto these two people that are probably total strangers. And they're so willing to believe like all of this crazy stuff about each other. So the narcissists do it to get out of trouble. They do it to protect their public image, and they do it for entertainment. Narcissists are perpetually bored. So if they can create all of this chaos and drama, and then there's people fighting over them, and they're fighting, you know, they're believing all this nonsense, and it's just all of this emotional energy. They just soak it up. It's just so, gives them all this power and control over all of these people and over these situations. And that's what they thrive on. That's what any abuser thrives on, is power and control. And so really at the end of the day, I think the lesson to be learned with flying monkey stuff is to just be kind to other people. Now, I'm not saying assume that somebody's lying to you, but you know what? If somebody's telling you all kinds of terrible things about a total stranger, don't be so necessarily so quick to believe that. And even if it is true, people tend to, there's reasons people are addicts or alcoholics or, you know, neglectful or all of that. And it's generally not because they're a bad person. There's reasons behind it. So there's never any, you know, real legitimate reason to just be ugly. You know, like they say, when you're ugly to somebody, it does not define them, it defines you. So, you know, just treat people as you would want to be treated, I guess is what it boils down to. And life is good. So that's a flying monkey. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, frustrations, or if there's anything you'd like to see a video on, let me know and I will do my best to make that happen. Okay? Oh, and visit me. I'm going to put my website down here. My website is narcissistsupport.com, or you can find me on Facebook. My support group is Narcissist Support. So take care and have a good night. Okay, thanks. Bye.